What's happening, Washington fans, West Coast football fans, Pac-12 fans? What a weekend it was, and what a week it will be. UW is in the eye of the nation in terms of college football. They will play Monday night against Michigan, the 1 seed versus the 2 seed in Houston. I will be there alongside Ashley Adamson. We'll try to provide as much coverage as humanly possible. Let us know what it is you want to see, which players you want us to interview at Media Days, because they are all wide open and available. With that said, I want to just put in some context and tell a quick story about UW. Last May, Kalen DeBoer invited me to that facility. Did a feature on Michael Penix Jr. that you probably read about. Bruce Feldman wrote an incredible piece in The Athletic over the last week or so. The feature that we did is on YouTube. He and I are going fishing on a boat right off the front steps of that stadium. And we dove into his story and his path and how he's met so much adversity. And when I think about this team, I can't help but just see that word, adversity. Think about all this team has gone through, whether it was Michael Penix Jr., previous injuries, Adafuan, Ulofoshio, and his injuries. You look at the long road this coaching staff has had. Nobody launched off of another Power 5 staff to get this job. I mean, they were working in small schools, in small communities, and found their way to the pinnacle of college football. They did it the hard way. And then I think about this season. I think about Rome Odunze and a punctured lung after the Arizona game because he falls on the ball on the onside kick. I think about Jalen McMillan, their star receiver, and everything he's gone through with battle and injury. How about Dylan Johnson, what he is going through? How about Jack Westover, walk-on turn scholarship to me, turn one of the most critical players on this team? How about their kicker, getting a Scally after the Wazoo game? I mean, the stories just continue on about this team dealing with and managing adversity. But this team has just continued to deal with and have to master adversity. And I think it's become part of their mantra. I mean, look, they got 9 sixth-year seniors. Their offensive line continues, I think, to get disrespected. How many times are we going to hear the Texas defensive front, the Michigan defensive front? Yeah, they're really good fronts. But UW was honored as the Joe Moore Award winners, which is the best offensive line in America. And I just think that as you start to pile those things up, didn't win the Heisman. I think Michael Penix Jr. should have won the Heisman. Didn't win the Blitnikoff. I think Rome Odunze should have won the Blitnikoff. You start looking at things. Not picked to win, 10 points. What was it at one time in the Pac-12 title game with Oregon? Not picked to win the semifinal, even though a higher seed. They're not picked to win the national title. Like, just keep stacking it on, right? They were called basketball on grass, basically called out, said they were soft, said they don't play big boy football. I mean, you just keep adding up what they've gone through internally, what people are saying externally. And I just think the word for this team that I keep thinking about is adversity. They have gone through it. They have met it. And then when moments have asked them to be at their best, they have every time. I mean, name one where they haven't. Oregon State in the rain, back shoulder throw, less than 2 minutes to go, ice the game, done. Penix and Odunze. Look at Wazoo and fourth down, audible. Penix end around. Of course, the Oregon game the first time. Look at the Oregon game the second time and Dylan Johnson running the football. Like, I just think that they've been at their best when their best was needed. Even, of course, this past game, the final play and the knockdown ball and that final throw to the end zone. So UW, they're not going to get dramatic respect. I think the nation, it seems as though they think this is Michigan all day long, and it might be, but I tend to disagree. I think this game is going to be so tight. I think it's going to be an incredible opportunity for UW to win a national championship, and I think they have all the tools to possibly do it. So with that said, thanks for watching this channel. I am on my way to Houston. I'll be at Media Days. I'll be interviewing players from both teams. This page will be populated with a lot of those interviews. If you want to hear from somebody specifically on either team, let me know. I'm looking forward to it, and I appreciate all the support. Hopefully, we'll get my voice back by the time we get to this weekend. And I hope Husky fans, you do as well, because they're going to need you as loud as humanly possible in Houston in this one.